Polar Painting and Gaming with a reaction critique. This one is coming from Poland. Hope you're okay with me saying that. You didn't say I could say who you are in the email, but it's nice to know we got people writing in from other places. Pretty interesting. So let's take a look at your list. So you've got a little message: meta's packed with monsters that you're trying to keep up with. Main focus to avoid taking overpriced mainstays, such as Hospice, Hoplites, Phalanges, Agma, Inquisitors, or units that die if you look at them long enough. Companion Cav. This means I can't fit Chariots in there, but it is what it is. Let's take a look. So, hold on, I'm too zoomed in. Let's fix that. Cool. Promethean, Oracle, Warlord with Axe. Promethean, Hephaestian, Mechanist with 6 Clockwork Hoplites. Oh, he's got Resonance Receptors as well. Promethean, another Mechanist with Anticythian outlet gears, 6 hands of Clockwork Hoplites, another Promethean. Interesting. So it's funny. The very first thing I thought of reading that email was, what on earth is left in city-states? And I think you've literally put everything left in city-states in this list. And I don't know what I think of this initially. So my initial thought is like, the things you listed are actually pretty good at dealing with monsters. So like Phalange block, Inquisitors, Companion Cav, and Chariots. I all think those are fantastic for dealing with monsters. Basically, you pin the monster with something, or you let the monster hit something that's not going to take a lot of damage, like Phalange block, because he's going to lose out his Inspire bonus, he's going to lose his impacts, or at least most of them. And then you like pepper him with Chariots, or you flank charge him with Cav, and it'll mess the monsters up. But you've gone a very different route. You've decided to counter with your own monsters, which is cool. So basically, you're fighting fire with fire. You've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 card, so pretty low, but typical with Monster Mash. You got 2 Prometheans, 3 Prometheans, 3 Prometheans, 3 Prometheans for a total of 5 monsters. You've got double Mechanist, 1 with Resonance Receptors, which is a great pick, given that you got Prometheans rolling around. Yeah, the Clockwork Hoplites definitely aren't going to shift anytime soon for monsters. So the thing is, you're going to have to be pretty on top of choosing your engagements, because you don't have things that can just chip. You can't really goad your opponent into a fight like you can with Chariots. Not necessarily trying to sell you on the Chariots, because you said that's maybe you don't have Chariots. I don't know. Whatever the point is, there's no Chariots. Got it. But shifting that mindset of trying to set up when you're both the same speed. It depends. So, Meta's packed with monsters. If you run into a city-states mirror monster mash, that's going to be interesting. I'd say you want the Clockwork Hoplites to take the hit first. They're probably going to take the least amount of damage. You got no healing in the list, so you don't really want the monsters taking early hits. The Clockwork Hoplites don't have resolve, so they're not going to take as much damage as the monsters, but they're going to decay, like they're going to lose stands. So yeah, I'd say this is an interesting list. It's not something I would run, so I'm slow And honestly, I haven't used Clockwork Hoplites a ton because they're kind of awkward in city states at the moment. They're not bad, they're just awkward. So I haven't run them much. So I'm slow to just say they're trash or something. I would be really curious, genuinely, to hear back on what your matchups are and how this is running, because this is intriguing to me. Uh, I'm not, I think I've said before, I'm not a fan of Monster Mash being in the game. But you're not just flat out Monster Mashing, you've got some Clockwork bricks, which I like, and they're supported well by the Prometheans. So yeah, basically what I'd say is set up so that your opponent's forced to hit the Clockworks first. You support in with a Promethean, ideally. So you're setting off Quench Blades, getting your Clockworks juiced up. You're probably going to have Clockwork in your strat stack most of the time, so that they get that Inspire bonus, and so that you can time them with the Promethean. Whenever you need to hit, and you've got 2 blocks of them. So maybe one's soaking the hit, and the other one's striking a different target. Yeah, I don't think the other issue you'd have is, like I was saying with chariots, poking until you engage. You're going to be weak to shooting unless you can close that gap into the shooters, which most opponents are probably going to be protecting those because they can toe to toe with you with anvils or other monsters and then just shoot you. So be quick to focus down obstacles to those archers. Yeah, bit of a neutral one for me because this is pretty different. I like that it's different. I'm big on meta breaking and meme builds and just trying weird stuff. Um, so yeah, this looks like it could be pretty fun. If you're taking this to an event, like I said, I'd love to hear follow up. That'd be very interesting. Despite my neutral take, I hope I had some interesting bits mixed in.